What's up, fam? Due to popular demand, well, basically, my son asked me to do it. Here goes a version in English of the video that I did earlier today. It's a brief reflection about where we find ourselves right now, and it's to do with the fact that actually the people who have the most resources, the people with the most money in this world, are the least generous. Right now, you are surrounded by generous people doing incredible stuff for each other. You go down to the ground floor of my building, and there's signs everywhere from people saying, if you need anything, let me know. Here's my telephone number, call me, I can help with this, I can help with the other thing. There's loads of people out there helping out with, doctors in hospitals, nurses, police officers putting themselves at risk as well. Loads and loads of people working or not working, doing the little bit and being generous with each other. You know what you don't find? Rich people helping out. I'm going to focus specifically on the banks, for example. They could make life so much easier for everybody just by saying, you know what, unilaterally, we're going to decide no payments needed for mortgages or loans or anything for the next 3 months. There's a moratorium for the next 3 months. We're not going to take any payments. Let's weather this together, and then we'll move on. And we just push the payments back for 3 months at the end of whatever contract you have. And that wouldn't lose them any money. They can do that easily. They wouldn't lose anything at all. Governments are trying to do the bit. They're trying to sort of get the most vulnerable people to not have to pay the mortgages, etc. But you literally have to be in a desperate situation, about to lose your home. You need to lose your job. You need to lose your business. You really need to be desperate. For the vast majority of us who are going to really struggle, we're going to really struggle. Many of us will be putting money on credit cards that the banks will collect with fees on top. Because we will not be able to keep up with payments of all the stuff that we have to pay for. Many of us rely on extra income that we won't be able to do. Some of us will be spending a lot more money because we're staying at home all day long, maybe working from home or whatever it is that we're doing. So the banks could throw a lifeline to loads and loads of people. They're not going to. And the governments are in their pockets, so they're not going to force them to either. So that's one. The other one that made me laugh is people like Richard Branson. He's asking cabin crews and flight crews to go without pay for 8 weeks. He doesn't want to lose them. Obviously, these are well-trained people who are valuable to his company, but he doesn't want to pay them. He wants them to go home for 8 weeks without pay. This is a guy who is now probably in the Caribbean, in his private island, and has $4 billion to his name. And he's asking people to go home with no pay for 8 weeks. Who can do that? It's crazy. But at the same time, he's already lobbying governments, particularly the UK government, because he wants a bailout. Obviously, they made projections for profit for this year. So they want their money. They want their profit. It's not that Virgin is going to go under. Virgin is not going to go under because they cannot trade for 3 months. No, of course they won't. Oh, but obviously the stockholders, they need paying. Everyone who's up there needs paying their profit for this year. So that's what I'm on about. This is my thing. The least money, the least resources people have, the more generous they are. And I've seen that all the time these days where I've been going around, and it's making me a bit sick actually. Let's see what happens when this all blows over and everything is done and dusted, and it will get worse, a lot worse before it gets better, but it will eventually get better. Let's see if we decide to continue being the way we are, and we decide to continue to do stuff like in 2008, we decided to give the banks all the money they decided to throw away. Our money, they threw it away, and then we said, here you go, have some more. And they're doing exactly the same thing now. They're back doing the same stuff. But God forbid, they wouldn't do anything to help out the regular man. We need to help each other out. That's what we're doing. and people are doing it all the time, and it's incredible. Is actually the best of human nature showing up, but the worst of human nature is there to see, and we just can't forget that this is happening. That we're being pushed against the wall by a situation, and the people who could help us just by doing that are not. They're not prepared to. We don't matter. We don't matter to them, and let's hope we do remember. But hey, I've been so given my faith in humanity back by all the stuff that I've seen. Is incredible, and we'll get through, and we'll pull through, and it will be because we make it happen. And everyone I know is doing the little bit, and everyone I know is doing amazing stuff, and I am very proud of being part of that as well. So here we go, people. Stay firm, stay strong, and let's weather this stuff. Let's weather this thing and see it through, and take care. Cheers. Bye-bye.